Blowing across Nigeria is the wind of hope as Africa's young entrepreneurs with the same dream take a break from their everyday lives and embark on a journey across the nation with their ideas, innovations, and inventions. From the east, west, north, and south of Nigeria, we will witness as they make their way through the screening and auditioning to meet and convince the A.Y.E judges why they should be among the chosen beneficiaries.
You can't come and speak to a panel of investors and say, there's a whole lot of choices. You need to be as strong as you are technically with what you want.
No, I'm coming. This is new idea and new business.
But you don't really have a very strong structure of how you see your vision practically moving forward. You know, it feels very loose to me. I think you should have sat with them before you come here.
If you invest in that business today, you're not coming in to make mistakes.
We will experience their passion.
So I want to feed African as a nation.
Their pain.
Get out of here.
And their gain.
A.Y.E will give you a lot of customers. You cater for them and will give you money up front. You'll be able to buy all your equipment.
Many decisions are made from this seat. Many will change lives, and many will bring dreams into reality. This is the reality of Africa's Young Entrepreneurs TV show. Welcome as we follow the resounding journey of African entrepreneurs. My name is Joy Michael.
Well, like they say optimism is key to success. So I'm optimistic that it will go well, and well, still on, so let's see how it goes.
To kick things off today is an entrepreneur with a unique idea. His idea could eradicate the challenge of plastic waste disposal in Africa. He produces diesel from plastic and need a business grant of 4.5 million naira to make this work.
My name is A.Y.E I'm from Fad Antwise Enterprise.
Wole what?
Fadumila.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I'm from Fad Antwise Enterprise. Today I am with a sample from this is biodiesel from waste plastic.
Biodiesel?
From waste plastic. What we do in our little company, we collect waste plastic together, we crush them, and by ourselves we were able to make our own pyrolysis machine by ourselves with materials we got locally in our place. We constructed it and we were able to pyrolyze plastic with the same equipment, and within 40 minutes of the pyrolysis starting, we begin to get this product from it, diesel from it, and we've tested it on generators, trucks alone for now, because those are the major things that you make use of diesel more in Nigeria, because we don't usually make use of.
And it worked?
It worked, sir.
Statistics indicate that 1 million waste plastic bottles are churned out every minute across the world, littering our landscapes and affecting our health as well as those of marine creatures. Recycling is one of the globally acceptable ways of converting these wastes into economic advantages, as it could be used for electricity, biogas, and transport fuel. Unlike developed countries, recycling is still done informally in Nigeria, and there is a glaring absence of formal recycling practices that could potentially generate fortunes for the economy, stakeholders, and entrepreneurs.
New modern.
How did you come up with this invention?
I was in bed one day and I noticed.
Always starts on the bed.
I noticed that we have a recurring decimal problem of waste, how to handle waste problems in Nigeria, and I was like, I know there should be something that this can be done. We just can't continue burning plastic all the time and harming the atmosphere. And I realized back when I was in secondary school in chemistry, we were taught that plastic was made from something from crude oil. And I'd be like, wow, then we should be able to reverse this back to at least something close to crude oil. And I read about it and bingo, I clicked on
Bingo, I like that. Mr.
and
Reed,
I
you have
was
said the
able
word
to
bingo.
realize that, okay, fine, if we're able to heat plastic, thermal breaking, if we're able to heat it up to a certain temperature, it breaks down, the bonds breaks down and turns into gas. If we're able to condense that gas back to liquid, it gives us this. With some of them can still have a little amount of quantity of petrol, but if you further heat that liquid that you get first, then you can easily separate the petrol from the diesel. Because at about 250 degrees, petrol evaporates and you can condense that and get the petrol separately and your diesel remains diesel at that temperature.
What are the products you get from plastic? So you get diesel, and what are the other products?
Sir, I didn't get you, sir.
So when you pyrolyze
yes, sir.
the plastics,
Yes.
right? They convert into gas, you condense them into diesel. What are the other products that
Yes,
come out?
the end product of after doing this, we still got carbon black from it.
Yep.
Yes. So
And?
that carbon black can be used.
And what else? Carbon black,
carbon
diesel,
black,
and
a small quantity of petrol. Those were the three things we could get from the plastic, sir. Okay, sir?
I really, I think I'm having interest in what you're saying, because with the light problem we have, I think that might be the solution. If you can actually get electricity from what you said, because
Yes.
from you said you can provide.
For generators.
No. Apart from diesel or petrol, in your proposal here, you said you could generate electricity.
Yes.
So how does that work?
Okay. When you can gasify the plastic, if you don't want to make diesel from it, there's a way you can construct the machine that it gasifies the plastic. Then that gas can now be used to power a small turbine, which invariably generates electricity, depending on how large what you want to power.
So what's your role? What do you want to do? You told us how it works. Where do you want to focus?
Okay, what I want to focus on is diesel. Taking waste plastic and turning it into diesel for now.
What do you need to start that?
Already we have a small machine that we constructed by ourselves that can produce about 100 liters thereabouts a day. So we want to expand that capacity to be able to actually...
What do you need? You're taking time and you're not on diesel, right?
No, sir.
Yes.
Okay.
What do you need?
We need funding to be able to make that machine and produce.
I just want to know, you said you've tried it in, trucks and various things, generators that you run on diesel.
Yes, ma'am.
Have you been able to have it tested just to be sure that, because when you put a fuel in, if it's impure in some way, then it can actually damage the engine of whatever it is. So have you been able to have it tested just to be sure that over time it's a good diesel? It's
Yes,
a good quality.
ma'am. What we did was the first product we got, we took it to a small lab where I am. They tested it. They made us know we still had some traces of petrol, that if we pour this into some trucks, it might damage the engine.
Yes.
So they told us what to do, because when they tested it, they realized it had almost similar properties with conventional diesel.
Right.
But we only told the problem was it had some traces of petrol in it. So they told us what to do. That was why we said, if we further heat the first...
Please bring it forward.
Okay.
So ultimately, did you get it tested and find out that it's equal
Yes.
to a regular diesel
Yes.
people buy?
And
Okay,
it
good.
burns
That's good to
cleanly.
know.
how many parts per million
Really
heavy
cover?
metals in that?
And you can go back.
Strong.
The ppm count for this?
So I didn't get
So
you.
how many parts? So diesel, you have like a 50 ppm, 500 ppm. You've got different parts per million of heavy metals in diesel. So if it
I'm
went
not
to the
sure
lab,
about that.
they didn't test for that.
Yes, I'm not sure
Which
about
lab? Where did you test it?
It's a small school lab in Ilorin.
How much funding do you need?
For the machine, we'll be needing in the range of 4.5 to 5.
Sorry, what other chemicals were mixed with this
Nothing.
stuff to come up with these?
Nothing,
products?
sir, except if you want to add
Just purely plastic.
Except if you want to add a catalyst to reduce the
4.5.
time.
Keynote because of your
Because
time. 4.5
the
what?
odor is quite
Yes,
expensive.
it's because our
the odor
machine.
is quite
Yes, it's
expensive.
because our machine is just what we did ourselves. If we're able to modify it well, we can take away the odor.
Yeah, there's a lot
Dusting.
of.
The future machine you want to make, you're going to make it yourself too?
Yes, I have
so
a thing
everything
that
you
can
need for this business will be locally sourced?
locally sorted.
Everything,
yes,
100%.
100%.
Mr. President,
yeah.
can we get a minute?
Okay, but how much?
4.5 to about 5 million will sort what we want to do, sir.
You said you need 4.5 for the machine alone. What
Yes.
about all the other aspects of the
We
business?
have-
Human resources?
We have a team that are willing to, for the business to really make sense, they are willing to sacrifice
Okay,
their
Mr.
time.
Reed has
and
just asked for a
get to
minute,
it.
and I also think I want to hear him out. Can you give us a minute, please?
The judges seem to like his idea, but the properties of his product seem unclear.
So including in this series, and the series before, and the series before, we have people coming in and saying we want to convert plastics to diesels, etc. That machine they all want to import. He's already made one. His machine is what every other person has been asking to buy, including the guys for 3.2 billion. So I know he wants to produce diesel, but just from A.Y.E, he's got like 7 customers for the pyrolysis machines, because he's created what everybody else needs to import. He's built it here. It's
I
brilliant.
think he's quietly fabulous.
It's brilliant.
I really do. I think he's amazing.
You can have all these mini machines all over the place with guys feeding plastic in for diesel.
How do we do the? You see, when it comes to machinery, how do we compare what is existing and making sure that we have the right result?
The product, you've got to get it tested. If it compares.
So now, in this
Great.
case, what if we now invest the 5 million? Does the fabricated machine, locally made one, does the product, then the product is
Then
not
another
picking
thing
up.
is what is the quantity of product, finished product that we can get at any point
Oh,
in
there's
time?
plastic everywhere.
He says he can do 100 litres a day. With
Please,
the
I
little
need
machines
a
he's
response to this question.
So
I don't know. If he finishes, we invest this 5 million and he gets the machine, he does the product, and the product is not okay, what happens?
The product should be okay. It should be tested first. That
First,
it
before
can
we
be.
even go into that investment.
Yeah, and we need to know
So
first that it
the
works.
first test on his machine.
What he's gonna say now is because that he didn't do it properly now. That's what a lot of people keep saying.
But he did say they've tested it.
Yeah.
And he went back to test it and then they
And then he
certified
fixed it.
He fixed it. They
Yeah,
said
but he
this is
doesn't know the
clean.
parts per million as.
Yeah, so I got that wrong. That's petrol, not diesel. So
Oh, okay.
it's not a test that he would have done.
But there's low sulfur diesel.
Yeah, there's different types of diesel.
There's
from
50
bunk-
ppm,
from-
there's
so
10
from-
ppm as well.
Yeah, but from the is there?
Yeah, in petrol is leaded and unleaded.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. So I was right then.
Yeah.
So he hasn't tested that, but they need to test the machine. So will the machine last?
Institution is not that accessible, and that's part of the things we advocate.
should be able to support
That's part of the
entrepreneurs like
things we it's not good when it gets to NMPC with this now. It's likely to be chased away at the gate. Yeah, let's not. This
I
is
might
something.
have someone I can connect.
Yeah, so
I'll
let's see how we can take it from the top. That's
Yeah.
how things can be solved, and that's how entrepreneurs can really be helped. If we say these guys should go to an NPC and do whatever, nothing is going to happen. We've seen several cases like that, you know, even with big agencies like that. This is our country, and we know how things operate. But if we're going to take it from the top, then there is hope. So you say you've got someone.
I'll check it
let's
out,
try.
yeah.
Let's try with that person that you've got, and we'll
And I
test
think
the product first.
The judges are in agreement about his product, but they see another side to his innovation, and that may be an even bigger market opportunity.
Mr. A.Y.E.
Yes, sir.
The product is there. You've tested it. We haven't tested it, right? Any certification from any agency or any institution that we can see or read currently?
At the moment, I don't have any of that.
Who tested it again?
A small lab back where I stay.
A small lab.
Yes.
Let's do this then. We need a big lab. The main lab, the real lab, because this is real money. This is real business and real investment. Do you agree?
Yes, sir.
So after we do that, then we can take the next steps, which is the funding. But the good news for you is that Mr. Reed has just explained and has just, let me just let him give you that good news about what you're trying to invent. Because you're not just going to be looking at diesel. There are more opportunities in Nigeria.
So congratulations for what you're doing. Converting waste into something reusable. And your pyrolysis process, I know you didn't invent it, it's available all over the world, but I'm not aware of it being done in Nigeria before. And we know of lots of entrepreneurs who would be interested in buying your equipment. So, I mean, that's a whole business that can really make a difference in this country. Well done.
Thank you very much, sir.
So you come in with one business, you live with two. Go back and do more investigation on how you can get this certified. We'll work with you as well, but there's so many people to work with. I'm sure you know that. So don't just wait for us. And we'll meet somewhere.
All right, sir.
A good idea, an innovative product, and a hard-working entrepreneur. The judges are impressed with Wale, and his business will be supported.
My name is Ifeolu Olatayo. I applied for the A.Y.E program in 2017. So initially I got to hear about A.Y.E from a friend who got a grant in 2015. And then I applied 2016. Unfortunately, I wasn't selected, but of course, that's what the life of an entrepreneur is. You pick yourself up. Then I reapplied. In 2017, I was selected, and we got a congratulatory letter. We did the graduation in December, November, thereabout, and we were told to wait to get the grant. You know, processing and all that. Okay, so when I met with the international judges on that day, I wasn't scared, but of course that excitement would make you want to just, you're not sure if you're saying the right thing or if they are really catching your point. But the truth was, it's my business. I've been doing it over a period of 5 years, close to 7 years now. So what is it that I won't be able to tell them? And it was good that you had people to listen to you, to tell you, well, you're wrong with these numbers, you need to check this again. And just getting feedback from them and having them listen to you was really exciting.
Your product is nice and you can sell. On that note, we have no excuse but to support you.
Well, seriously, I wasn't expecting the alert. And then I got the alert. I was just staring at my phone. I did not know what to say. Getting this support, I'm really, really happy. It's really exciting. And I can't just wait to get back to work and execute what I got the grant. I want to say a big thank you to A.Y.E. It's not everybody who has such a vision like this to help Nigerian entrepreneurs or entrepreneurs all around the world that really keep at it. But it's a laudable project, and I wish so much best for A.Y.E. And I also want to say I am now an alumnus. So by the time we blow, we should also remember coming back here to give so that young entrepreneurs would also benefit from this laudable project.
African young entrepreneurs. In my view, this is one of the most innovative ideas coming out of Africa because it addresses perhaps the most crucial issue in African economic development, which is how to leverage on knowledge, creativity, and innovation to leapfrog ahead, or at least to be at par with many of the developed economies within the shortest possible time. The evidence shows that the dramatic Asian economic turnaround of the last 2 decades was the result of entrepreneurial innovation and creativity within an incrementally conducive business environment. So the role of government and its regulatory agencies is also important, especially in ensuring ease of doing business and providing incentives for entrepreneurial activity. The Nigerian government is committed to playing this role actively, and this is why we fully identify with and encourage A.Y.E's objectives.
It's that time of year where thousands of entrepreneurs gather for one single convention. Africa's Young Entrepreneurs Empowerment Nigeria I.E Annual Convention is here again. Keynote speakers include Patrick Malumba of Kenya, Billy Silakani of South Africa, and of course, Folunsho Alakija of Nigeria. To register, visit www.ien.ng. IEN 2018 Convention, Entrepreneurial Influence in Economic Development.
For me to come this far, it means a lot to me. It doesn't matter if I got it or not, but it means a lot to me that, okay, I can actually make it. So I'll do my best, and I hope the judges will accept me and help me out.
Meet creative designer and textile artist, Peace. She runs a local textile company in Abeokuta. The Adire enthusiast is here to secure a business funding to start up an Adire textile production factory.
My name is Peace Johanna. I'm the CEO of Basani Textiles. And Basani Textile is an enterprise that deals in the production and design and sales, and also the training of Adire and African textiles. We produce Adire and we turn them into garments, throw pillows, interior deco, frame designs, duvet, curtains, and we brand t-shirts, and we use them to produce other shoes, bags, and other stuff. That's what we do. And then we train youth and women that wants to go into the business.
Adire craft originated from the people of Egba land in Ogun State, and the trade used to be a source of revenue for 25% of the Abeokuta population. This status later declined due to the constant influx of cheaper and similar fabrics like Kampala from China, India, and other foreign countries. Recently, with the increased value and demand for handmade crafts, many designers are looking to incorporate traditional techniques and visual elements into their collections. This is probably the best time for Adire makers to emerge and gain market share in both local sales and export.
How did you learn the craft?
I actually studied creative art in University of Maiduguri, and I did my IT at Abeokuta, the main cottage industry, and then there I came back from my service and learned more.
What's your production strength at the moment?
Yeah, I produce 200 in a month.
And how many do you sell?
Yeah, it actually based on the order. Like for Ashobi, in a month I could produce for Ashobi. I could produce 200, 100 pieces, and then I could use them for bags. For people that wants to organize workshops, I could produce bags for them with the sticker on it. So it depends on the order I get.
So everything you produce, you sell?
Yes.
So what's your growth plan?
My
growth plan, why are you here today?
Yeah, I want to expand it. I want to have a factory, and then I want to have a training center for the apprentices and other people that I want to teach and train.
So where do you produce these ones you make now?
Right now, I have a small workshop in the house with basic tools for the product. So I want to have a factory. I already got a showroom recently, 2 weeks back. I was able to get a showroom. So what I need right now is to get a factory and then a center for the training.
Where is this shop?
The shop is in Abeokuta.
How many staff do you have currently?
Currently, I have 2.
How much are you looking for and what for?
Yeah, initially I was looking for 5M, but now with the showroom I've already gotten, I think I need 3.
So that's going into the factory?
Yes, and the center.
You're going to rent a location?
Yes.
How much is going into rent?
Yeah, for the rent. For the factory, it's going to be 240 per annum. And for the center, it's going to be 120 per annum.
Adire production is big business in Abeokuta. I've been to Kampala where they produce a ton of adire day in, day out. What's going to make you different in the market, and how are you going to be able to compete once the factory is funded?
Yes, I like coming from, this is what I studied in school to start with. So in this, I have an advantage because I have the knowledge that I can incorporate the Western skills into it. And then I'm more freehand. I don't do the normal tying alone, like the one I'm wearing. It's more freehand, like drawing, you understand? And then mostly, I make sure I use other material, not just Guinea. I use Chinox material, I sometimes use lace material, I use chiffons material. Varieties, I try to be creative to create my own motifs myself, not the normal conventional one they do. Because mostly in Abeokuta, the designs are conventional, it's either Shokoto, Onibeji, and it's everywhere.
Where do you sell? Where are you selling currently?
Currently, I sell in Abeokuta. I have a friend that has a shop, so I supply to her here in Lagos. And then I'm from Adamawa State, so I have family there that I send down to. And there's some people that come down from the north that wants to buy. I sell them to.
How much is what you're wearing?
What?
How much is that top?
The top? This is like 4,000.
In 30 seconds, explain the process of making adire.
You get your white material or whatever color you want to use, but it has to be a light color so that when you're applying the next color, which is a darker color, will actually come out. Like if you want to produce a batik, you get your white material. You first of all decide it. The sizing is like taking away the starch from the material. Before you spread it, when it's dry, you spread it on the table. You have your candle. You melt it in a pot. While it's still melting, it should not be too hot because if it's too hot, it won't stick to the material. It has to be moderate. It has to be like moderate, like the heat, and then you apply. You can use foam design. Foam design is the designs are already on the foam. You just dab. And then you can do the freehand design. Free design is the tool is like a corn with a sharp edge. So you dip it in the candle and then you use in drawing your design that you want to achieve. After that, you allow it. You mix your dye using hot water. But after mixing the dye with hot water, you have to pour cold water in it to allow it to cool off. This one using hot water is to melt the chemicals you're using for the dye. Okay.
You didn't address what is that toxic thing that has to do with adire making?
The chemicals?
Yeah, the chemicals.
Yeah,
what is that thing? Because there's quite a lot of some entrepreneurs who have gone through that. There's the fall sick. I don't know if it's pollution.
Okay, yeah, it's the chemical, hydrosulfide and caustic soda. Yeah. So I have a mask that I wear whenever I'm working to protect me from inhaling it. And mostly I don't work indoors. I work outside where there's air, there's ventilation, so it doesn't get to me that much.
Okay, now, for me, there are two things here now. Do you intend to go into the production of adire, or you intend to go to the finished product, which is sewing the materials?
I produce already. I'm into production, and I do the finished product too. I want to combine it. That's why I have a showroom.
Please give us a minute.
Thank you.
Adire production, sewing, sales, and training. This seems to be a lot altogether.
But we didn't hear, because this is only a tiny cost.
Factory and showroom.
She's got the showroom, and the factory's only $240 a year.
The training center.
The training
your
center's
factory is
$120.
supposed to be a training center, because where would they learn? You want to factory and what?
Yeah, it's machines, surely.
You asked one very powerful question. Very powerful. Because you want to bring in the Western part and everything. The smart thing to do is there's a lot of manufacturers, local, domestic lady that you can also engage them. That means that empowerment will spread across. If she was going into the sewing and putting creative element and Western element into it and sell of it. But for you to now say you want to compete with those ones, like you also indicated earlier, like now trying to also compete with them. I don't know.
The ones
even with that base, they do a lot of adire there.
The ones you spoke of, is it mechanical or is it by hand?
Same thing. She's doing same thing.
Same as what she's doing.
And they've got more than 30 years experience.
Yes, they've been there forever.
For me,
yes.
I would advise her, since she deals more in finished products, you could get a client base, go to schools, hotels, get her customers, you can sew for them uniforms, or go to schools and you can just, instead of probably going to production, because we had a lot of, as you said, a lot
You're
of
saying
people,
don't go into production, go
let her go
into
to finished products.
manufacturing, really?
So.
Peace is quite expressive about her work, but the judges want to know more about her hands-on experience in adire production.
For her designs though, that's what stands her out. The designs of the adire she's making.
I've seen far better.
Really, I like
Very
the one
far.
she was wearing. You know, the yellow, and the design was really good. You rarely
She's
see
an
that to
artisan.
buy on the get-go. She what?
She's an artisan.
She's an artisan.
Mr. Reed, what do you think?
She's creative.
So the unique part that I saw was that it looks like it's hand-drawn, she said, and I'd hate to take that away from it. I understand from a commercial perspective exactly what she's saying, and I agree with you, but I'd hate to take away that uniqueness that she's offering to the market. So is there a way to support the production side and she can organically grow into doing her own design?
And again, how are we sure that the design she's doing is not existing somewhere else?
Honestly, I don't know.
Because,
Maybe because
I mean,
I've seen a lot. I've seen a lot.
Exactly.
Maybe the fact that you haven't seen, you're not based here, so I've seen a lot. Far better. Adire design, people that draw and do so many things like that. So that doesn't really stand out for me. I've seen a lot.
Because that would actually goes into the finished product aspect of it. And go to school.
Yeah, I like the way she's saying she's a creative person. There's so many creative things that you can do with adire. You understand? But you now say that you want the factory and all that thing for just to now do those same domestic things those women are doing. Those local women, you should see their work. You can do more creative things. Let's bring her.
Starting up a local adire factory may not be the best next step for this entrepreneur, and the judges are not impressed with her plan. Can she win them over?
Peace. That's a very popular design. Is it yours originally?
This one?
Yes.
No.
You bought it?
No, I did it, but it's normal motif that I just got and did it.
Not your design.
Yeah. But this is my design.
And what you're wearing, is it your design?
Yes, my design.
Okay, peace. You need to make peace with what I'm about to say right now. I've seen a lot of designs. And you also agree with me that Abeokuta, where you are, there's a lot more better designs than even what you brought. But your creative aspect, we feel that you can add more to this. Even your bag, that bag there, it's not even creative enough. Honestly, there's nothing, I don't know, is there anything wowing you in that bag and everything? I think you can work with a finished product, even save yourself of those health hazards. Get the adire from those guys, which is extremely cheap because you are in their hood, and now add some creative element. Now, with what you're wearing, if you really put something there, your top, you can add some shoes, you can add so many things to it. And like K-Square said, you can then, because of your education, go into more universities, speak to more schools and get more market for those women that are still looking for more buyers. If you go into Abeokuta, and at least I know of some people that even need people to buy their adire, that's even the problem now. They have a lot, they don't even have buyers. So your training and factory route, I don't think is the next step now. I think your next step is looking at what they have, checking since you're among them and you know you can also design. So you'll be looking for something better than what you can do. Search for what is better than your work. Add some more creativity to it in terms of the finished product, the sewing, and then sell. For now, factory and training center from A.Y.E. I'm sorry, I'm not getting it. Thank you for coming.
Yeah, thank you.
looks like Peace will have to continue her business without the A.Y.E business funding as she goes home empty-handed.
Yeah, I want to say thank you for this opportunity. Like, it was an eye-opener for me. Like, now the experience alone is actually good because right now I can actually like stand anywhere and defend my business and know exactly what I want and how to go about it.
Africa's Young Entrepreneurs Initiative is a major building block for realizing the dreams that all Africans have for our continent. It's a fantastic initiative because the way I look at it, we Africans know that we live on a continent that is beset with problems, with huge challenges, but also possesses fantastic opportunities. And we as Africans ourselves will have to develop those opportunities. We cannot sit and wait for other people to do it for us. And it has been proven over and over again that the best catalyst for development is the encouragement of entrepreneurship. Entrepreneurs create jobs, they create wealth, and they contribute enormously to the development of their countries and their economies.
It's that time of year where thousands of entrepreneurs gather for one single convention. Africa's Young Entrepreneurs Empowerment Nigeria A.Y.E Annual Convention is here again. Keynote speakers include Patrick Malumba of Kenya, Billy Silakani of South Africa, and of course, Folunsho Alakija of Nigeria. To register, visit www.ayin.ng. A.Y.E 2018 Convention, Entrepreneurial Influence in Economic Development. Starting and running a business can be quite hectic, especially when it comes to business registrations, business plans, brand activations, market research, filing annual reports, marketing, and advertising. Why don't you let us help you with all the above services and many more? At Business Takeoff Services, we have everything your business needs.
Thomas and Oke are co-founders of an expense management e-commerce company, and they are here to pitch for a loan to launch their business.
My name is Igor Thomas.
My name is Oke Excel.
I'm the founder of Use It, and he is the co-founder of Use It. One of the biggest problems the world is facing today is expenses. This is because the cost of living is rising by the day. Expenses doesn't care who you are, whether you're young or old, rich or poor, employed or unemployed, sick or healthy. Hence, it's unavoidable. The biggest Use It was born out of the frustration of expenses, and this was what led me into research as an entrepreneur for 5 years, finding ways by which we can make our expenses become an advantage. Use It is an e-commerce application tied with a smart digital wallet that helps customers and merchants recycle their expenses. So, whenever you use it to make purchase, merchant gives back 1% or more in exchange of Use It coin as an incentive at every transaction settlement. The Use It coin is what translates your expenses into investment for premium users only, and to free insurance cover, and likewise collateral. Our digital collateral enables users to have access to loan directly from their Use It wallet. So, premium user is a one-time subscription that opens up other benefits, such as premium user can decide their interest rates, and likewise the return of their loan repayment, ranging from 400 days, 700 days, and 1,000 days, with less than 1% monthly interest rate. Now, the needed customers required for us to break even is 10,000 subscribers, which we are so sure that we can attain this very height in less than 6 months after launch due to our 5-year survey and data collections over the past years. Use It is requesting for a loan of 5 million naira to achieve 3 different purposes. 1, the development, which requires some technological component for us to complete our app. 2, for operation. And 3, for marketing. I'd like to conclude with this. The goal of Use It is to become the heartbeat of every business. So, whenever you make use of Use It, you have a cause to smile back.
The Nigerian e-commerce market is worth $13 billion and is projected to hit $50 billion over the next decade. It is currently being patronized by 65% of internet users. Beginning with about 2 e-commerce platforms over a decade ago, e-commerce in Nigeria grew to about 105 platforms in 2014, thus increasing competition. Although the industry is highly competitive, there is always room for innovation, quality, and value-added services.
I study computer science. I have a project management professional UK. I have from Wofanti, then I'm Oracle certified 12C from Oracle University, USA. And I'm also an HSC student, HSC 1 and 2, Wofanti.
With your computer science skills, what have you done?
By the demo of this project, before this project, I've been doing a series of programs since 2005, starting from Visual Basic 6.0, modified to Visual Basic.net. I'm into Apache, and I'm into as a database administrator and also PHP, for web design. So we do this. It is based on the knowledge I already have, combined with my friend who has an experience in mathematics. We were able to come together to get to this point.
So you read mathematics?
Yeah.
I studied electrical computer science, but though I did a course at Stanford University on tech entrepreneur. Entrepreneur.
Enough said about the benefits of the platform. Stephen wants to know how much money they plan to make in the business.
What is your fee? I know what you're doing. Understand it?
Okay.
What is your fee?
I want to see it.
It's 1%.
Okay.
What is your fee?
We get one. Okay, our fee. Okay, for each of the 1% or more is given to the company. Then out of that one, 80% goes into the system. 80% goes into the system. 20% goes back to the merchant into the system, which does 3 of these things.
What is your fee? So how do you make money? I understand the loyalty side. How do you make a living?
We do make money from the transaction that is being transacted between the customers and the merchants. So from the 1% that merchant is giving, 20% of that very 1% is the company's revenue.
Okay, so you make 0.2%?
Yes,
okay.
2%. Yes.
2%.
And have you started?
No.
No. And do you have expressed interest from any companies?
No, we've not gotten any interest from any companies yet. All they are looking for is for us to start up the company, which requires some financial aspect of it.
Okay, we've concluded.
Uh-oh. Without a clearly defined market for the product, there is no business case here. This doesn't look good for these young entrepreneurs.
Get people on board ready, then you can get the money. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you. I'm grateful.
That's one of the first things you should check, the market. How interested are they in the product?
Promises. Sell the dream, get the promises. That's how it starts.
Get the money.
You understand what you're saying? Get your first few customers.
Okay. Like what we've done over the past 5 years is that we go out to meet merchants to see their interest, their response.
That's what she asked you.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, we have that. We have that. We have a survey.
From the whole thing, for us to get the app ready for the user so we could get people on board requires some financial backings.
No,
just
you can
like
use a demo, you can use a chart, you can use... come on, man.
And they just say,
what's
yeah,
your background? You can't do a demo.
we have a demo. This is the real-time application that was shown.
How many companies have said, when it's ready, I will join you?
That's what she asked.
Yes, that's why I said...
How many companies?
Okay, we have up to like 500 companies that we've met, businesses that we've met. And they said they are ready to come on board.
What are the best 5?
One of the best 5 is, one of them is a cyber cafe owner that is close to us.
500 businesses?
Yes.
Sorry, for me.
We had statistics of them. If you want, we can show you.
From what you just said just now, your app is not even ready. Huh? Your app is not ready yet.
It's not
because you said you need
ready.
money to...
Yes.
Exactly.
To complete it.
Meaning you're not ready for business.
No, we're not ready.
They need the money for the app. Anyway.
We need the app.
So, but the app is not going to cost you 5 million, is it?
No, it's not going to cost 5 million.
So what do you need for the app?
What we need is the API. That's the payment gateway, so that one can easily fund their wallet. 2, we needed what's called API for airtime top-up and bill payments.
Wait, do you pay for API? Are you not supposed to
should
partner
be
with the
free.
payment
At the
gate?
most,
No.
100K.
InterSwitch.
For
Yes,
InterSwitch, the one we're going for is something that...
Can I connect it with someone who is never going to charge you? I have more than 6 companies.
It will be very
They won't
much...
charge you, they make money from giving you that.
Of course.
You're using that payment gate.
The other charge is there. If they are not going to charge us a one-time fee, the charge is there is that for every transaction that is met between us and our customers, they are going to take percentage from it. Which is going to eat up the profits that or the transaction that we're going to do.
Have an outlay.
Okay. Because we charge merchants 1% for every transaction that goes on.
So you want investors' money to be used as in expenses?
No. What the investors'
You don't have
money...
a business case.
Said?
You don't have a business case. If you're looking for money because you're going to pay fees to your API gateway partner,
okay,
you're not ready.
No, like the suggestion you just made, if we can have this contact to companies that can give us an API that will serve the purpose for bill payments, airtime top-up for free, of course, we'll accept
so
it.
not for...
We'll accept it, not for
your revenue, not
yes,
to service your revenue.
Exactly.
I've got another question I just want to ask you is, what is the average size transaction you're expecting?
The average size transaction that we are expecting after launch, we're looking at least $1 billion.
No. So these 500 vendors, average size.
Okay, come again, please, sir.
Expense. How much do you expect them to spend on expense?
Okay, on the transaction.
Between a fridge and a ribbon.
Right.
Like what's the average amount
give me a number.
you expect
Give me a
to
number.
transact?
Okay, so from the average of revenue that we're expecting is like 20 million.
Yeah, per transaction.
Per transaction.
Yes,
we are expecting like 100 naira per transaction.
Okay, so
due to their expenses, 100 naira per transaction.
It's 10,000
yes.
times 100 naira, 1, 2. So they're going to spend 100 naira or you going to get 100 naira?
We're
so
going to get
when they, sir, if you can get it
you see,
right.
that's what your demo would have done properly. I don't know. We don't have enough time for that. We don't have enough time for that. But I don't want to end this journey here because you said you want to keep smiling. And I don't want to take that smile off your face.
Thank you.
So, and I'm not promising anything.
No problem.
So you might stop smiling.
You can't keep us smiling because we've been on for like more than 5 years now, and we've not stopped smiling, and we can't stop smiling.
But you're ready to go.
We're so ready to go because we've done a whole lot. We've been online since 2016. You can check it out.
So if that's the
it's
case,
just that very APIs that is keeping us on pause. We've been online. We've hosted it.
Let's
We've
get more
tested our
understanding
application.
into your business.
Okay.
Exactly what you'll need, and we'll take it from there.
Okay. Like for the subscription we spoke
Have a nice
about.
day. Thank you for coming.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
I really
Good
appreciate
presentation anyway.
They smile home with the hopes that their business will meet the A.Y.E funding criteria in the coming weeks.
We can't stop smiling because we've been on for the past 5 years, or more than 5 years rather. I think going back home, it's something that is going to really, we're going to put our heads together and make some adjustments and see how we can do more.
Sunday is a passionate inventor who seeks to revolutionize the footwear industry with his locally made foot measurement device. After his NYSC, he went into bag sewing and later found a niche in the footwear industry. He seeks a 2 million naira business grant to further expand the manufacturing and distribution of his device.
This device can be used by any person, be it household, boutique owners, those in footwear industry. With the help of this device, it can get your measurements, then send it to the person that is making your footwear for you. It can give you the accurate footwear size.
During his presentation, Sunday gave a demonstration on how his product works and why it is necessary for the footwear design industry. The judges do not agree on his product being a necessity for individuals in this part of the world, as people do not necessarily need to do an extensive foot measurement before purchasing a footwear. However, his product could be useful to footwear producers in Nigeria.
For me, I think all cobblers have shoe sizes. The next is I would not go into a shoe shop and start measuring mine, because I didn't know what I'm looking for. Naturally, I know my size. If I'm going to get a shoe, I know I wear a size 10 or I wear a size 11.
The judges believed in Sunday's passion as an entrepreneur, and he was granted a full scholarship at the A.Y.E Mentorship Academy, where he will be coached on how best to channel his skill and passion as an entrepreneur.
A.Y.E is going to adopt you into the mentorship class of 2019.
Thank you, sir.
We'll work with you, identify what exactly you can do or you want to do, and we'll bring out the entrepreneurship in you.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you.
Next on Africa's Young Entrepreneurs.
When did you make that one?
I made this one on Monday.
So, I can still taste it?
Yes, sir.
Myself, we can try together. Can you help us?
Oh, okay. I've got feedback. You could have made me really happy today. So I would have gone yum, yum, yum.